Welcome, everybody, to the Root Barn podcast. I am the Barn, and right next to me over here is.
And I'm the Rude.
What is
up,
happening?
What's
What's
happening?
happening?
We're rolled.
We're gonna do that, right? We got a show for you today. This is kind of something fun I think we've been talking about trying to do for a little while, but it's kind of a topic we've been interested in a while. My wife and I have been kind of watching some shows on this, and she was never into this topic before, and now we're totally into it.
Nice,
we're loving it. It's really cool and freaky.
Little coaxing to get the wives into this kind of stuff, but it's good once you get her there.
Yeah. Oh, wait, she's there anyway. So we're talking about our good friend, Mr. Bigfoot. Holy shit! What the hell is out there?
Or the Sasquatch, or the
Yeti.
God,
the Sasquatch. Let's get into it. I got to show you a couple of videos. You're gonna kind of go, what? And check this out. We're gonna start this up. This is kind of right here in our backyard, just south of us, about 50, 60 miles south, 50 miles or so south of us. In the mountains outside of Payson, Utah, just south of Provo. If you guys know where Provo is, you'll know where this is. But somebody had a Bigfoot sighting. I don't know how close this guy is, whether he zoomed in on his camera, but this is not far away from us, man. It's not like this is in Alaska or something, right? You know, holy shit. All right, let's get into this and check this out. This starts out. What is that? Oh, you see that? What the hell is that dude walking? Is that a hunter? He's all dressed in black and like a gorilla suit, it looks like. But it's kind of freaky. Like, whoa, what the?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a hunter? Or do you think that's a possible Sasquatch?
I don't know, man. That's pretty squatchy to me.
Oh, crazy, huh? So here it is, zoomed in a little. Look at that. It does not look like a hunter to me.
That's crazy.
Aren't you supposed to wear like that bright hunter orange when you're out hunting?
Yeah, hunter orange.
Yeah, look at that. Is that a mountain land gorilla? Silverback?
I'm glad for the most part he was able to keep the camera.
Isn't that trippy? Look at that. Okay, so this is probably more of the distance he's at.
Yeah. Wow. Just down the hill there.
Okay. You go hiking in the mountains and you look up and you see something moving like that up in the hillside. Are you standing there with your camera filming this? Or are you going booking it out of there? What are you doing?
I don't know. And I guess here's another question is, so I don't know about you, but if I'm going, if I'm going deep woods hunting, or deep woods hiking, I'm usually like scouting for, hunting areas and whatever.
Yeah.
I always got a side piece, right?
Yeah.
I don't like if I'm scouting, I don't take a rifle per se. But I damn sure have I've carried a side piece before. Usually I'll go with my brother and he's rocking his hefty side piece. But I always go with a buck knife, like a good 10 or 11 incher. Right.
Oh yeah.
And, multiple of them. So myself, if I'm doing that and I happen upon something that looks squatchy, I'm getting it out of the sheath, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro. But here's another thing. So, there's a lot of Bigfoot lore, right? And there's a lot of stories. There's a lot of tales, whatever, from different cultures and stuff like this. Really cool. And you can deep dive into this shit for like hours and hours and days and weeks and months, and you'll go crazy over it, right?
Right.
And so I try not to go too crazy on it, but I love it.
Because it just makes you wonder, Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It does. But you wonder what kind of being it is, because I believe it's kind of really it's hard to kind of wade through the fakes and the phonies, and then shit just people just want to make up for a good story, whatever.
Right.
And then some real stuff that looks real genuine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff to kind of wade through all that and figure out which is right and which is wrong and yada yada. But you have, once you get through all that, the idea that I've kind of set on is it is a being. It's a cryptid, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, where it's coming from is another story.
Right.
I feel like they're coming through portals, or they're coming through rips in time space. And I don't even think that they know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering how they wouldn't know that that's what they're doing, though.
Well, do you think that they're high IQ?
Yes, I do, because some of the footage I've seen is, and if you've ever watched Expedition Bigfoot, which is one of the next clips we're showing here.
Do you have the one of them whooping back and forth?
Yes.
Did you have that one? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Do I have that one? I'd have to find that one, but
I
yeah,
just watched it the other day. I can look it up and send it to you. But continue.
Yeah, do that, because yes, I have heard, and it is from that show where they are kind of hollering back and forth, like ooh, 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 or something like that.
Well, and then they go into like this weird voice and like a weird, deep, gremlin voice and start talking, and like it's almost like there was an 80s movie of this alien, and he was on a ship and he played music. I can't remember what it was, but this guy would this alien would replicate voices that he had heard on old TV shows.
Oh, God, I think I barely remember that.
I can't remember what that movie was called.
I know, I can't either.
But he was kind of like,
let us know in the comments if you
let us know
what that movie is.
What that awesome 80s movie was with that damn alien that would replicate voices. But it sounded weird. It was like you couldn't understand what he was saying, but you could understand he was saying some sort of words. It was some sort of dialect.
Some sort of communication, intelligent communication.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I can't remember what, but I know what you're talking about. If I can find this, or if you happen to have that link to them howling back and forth, and then the tree knocks. Where they will knock on the trees, and it'll echo throughout the canyons and the valleys and everywhere where they're at as a communication. So they're
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're kind of howl like coyotes, but they sound more like howler monkeys, or just kind of whooping, whoop, 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 or something weird like that. I'm sure that's a spot on imitation right there that I just
did. Dude, you're going to get fucking foots knocking on your door here soon if you keep that up.
The hell was that? Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah.
It's crazy because, okay, so having said that, now you've got a semi-intelligent being. Okay, they're using simple communication, but is that enough? Like intelligence, evidence to say that they know they're coming through portals or not? I don't know if it is. I'm not sold. You know what I mean?
That sure is a good question about that, for sure. And for example, this is another thing that, when you mention the portal thing, that makes a lot of sense to me, or the cloaking.
Yeah,
because
the cloaking thing, I've heard a lot of that theory as well.
Yeah, this clip and one of the next ones I'll show talks about the cloaking. So why can't we see them all the time? Well, they're probably there, but they're probably cloaked. Okay, kind of like Predator in the Predator movies.
Yeah,
and I don't know how they do that. Are they aliens that are doing this, and this is the Chewbacca type of creatures that they are, and they're able to cloak themselves. But when you see some of this shit, and these guys are like, what in the hell? I'll start playing this as we go here because this is kind of weird once you see it because they'll see the shadow and the light, but then it kind of like does this weird disappears as it's walking. And this is these guys on expedition, Bigfoot, and they're shining a light. They heard something across the river.
Flash of eye shine making around that tree right there. It's gone.
That's a moth. That's not eye shine right there.
Like, what is going on here? It feels almost as if something is messing with us. Yes. We've just gotten here, right and there. Already some really strange things are happening. We heard rocks falling from up top, and I saw what appeared to be eye shine reflected off the flashlight. It's almost as if something is watching us from above. Okay, I'm going to try my IR camera. What do you got? I don't see anything through my thermal. What the There's definitely something over here. I mean, we can set a trail cam right here.
Maria and I decided to set up a trail cam directly in front of this fish trap.
What?
Now, I've seen also some
and when we did
episodes where they've used thermal,
rocks start falling,
and they've seen them hiding behind trees, and then they know they're being watched, and then they hide behind the trees. You can't see them even on the thermal. Talking about the intelligence, do they know?
I pointed this at the trap.
Yeah, that's what when you see that, you're like, whoa. Okay.
This is really weird.
Trippy.
Every time we flash our lights on it, the rocks start to fall from the ravine again. It's almost this indication that something wants us to get out of there.
That's so weird.
There it is again. The interesting thing with a lot of encounters, when people get rocks thrown at them, they're in this territory that these things want them out of. It's almost like a deterrent to keep you away from certain areas. Almost like
invading their space.
They don't want us to go over there.
Come on, no way.
They're probably trying to come down the fish or whatever, and we're messing up their hunt. So they're trying to scare us off with the rocks. And they've been following us all along.
Or it could just be an animal up there just walking.
Okay, so the rocks falling down definitely have stopped.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Whatever is up there has not left since we were here earlier.
Right.
It's in the exact same spot. And whatever's over there isn't scared. It's not moving away.
No.
It knows we just set up camp. There's a good chance that if we go there tomorrow, whatever is there now may still very well be there
tomorrow.
It seems like all the activity that we're getting is coming from that ridge. So tomorrow morning, we're going to check those trail cams, then hit the river and try to find an opening where we can get up to that ridge and scour for evidence. So we've set up this trail cam, which is to me probably the most important one along here.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we make our way back to camp and see what happens so that we can get out there tomorrow?
Oh, crap.
Wrong clip.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, that was the one I thought that they showed. That's my bad. I'll have to find the other one and maybe throw it in there. You see right where they were shining that light, that's where you see this creature walking in front. They shine their light on it, but you don't see it. You see its shadow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then it kind of walks away, and it just kind of disappears into nothing, and they're still shining their light on it, and it's kind of bizarro. Anyway, I apparently got the wrong one, so I'll have to do a different one. We'll try to find the other one again because it's really cool. You guys are going to be blown away by that. All right, so same show, different episode. This was right at the very end on the season finale of season 3 is episode 14. And this one is pretty cool because you sit there and he's looking across this ravine and all of a sudden he sees like a black bear or something like that over there. And just watch.
Oh, check it out. Look at a little black bear on the side of the hill. Let me get it settled.
It's no black bear.
That thing just stood up like you and I would just stand up. Look at that, dude.
That would be like threw a bird up. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Do you imagine how far your stomach would drop if you were looking through a spotter scope like that and you saw that, dude?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be insanely scary.
It would be nuts. Yeah, I just it's unbelievable. But anyway, so those are a couple of them that are kind of trippy. I'm gonna see if I got this one on the next one here that you're gonna dig. Okay, so this is okay. So these are the top 5. This, I believe, shows what we were talking about earlier. Okay. So this is the one that shows the one on the river that we're just at, and it shows the one we just saw, I believe. And then it shows some thermal imaging, and it shows 2 or 3 creatures, and they're peeking out, and they know they're being watched. And they stand there for a minute, and then for some reason, and then they hide behind the tree. It's trippy. I think they're well aware of exactly what's going on. I think they know exactly what's happening. So check this out. This is going to get you. This is pretty cool.
It looks like it's hiding directly behind the tree. There's only a small portion revealed now.
I mean, if you don't believe in these, that's okay. But tell me what these are then.
Seriously, yeah.
Money, what's going on down there?
Telling you that right now.
I'm hearing some sounds.
I am trying to get eyes on it. You seen something in front of me?
Negative. Whatever it was, I'm not seeing it anymore. The thermal camera just died. So I only have you in IR.
What the?
My vision's
equipment?
obstructed. I can only see so far.
Yeah, copy that.
It definitely
Ghost
is
Adventures
creepy in
and Ghost Hunters, when all the cameras die from the battery gets drained instantly. Something weird going on.
Ronnie, do you copy?
I'm hearing something directly in front of me. Something big is moving. Whatever that was, it's
Ronnie, can you hear me? Whoa, the thermal camera is working again.
Just like magic.
I love that, dude. When the paranormal sucks the energy out of
there
it.
it is. Oh, it's, yep.
Remember if this is the one that
That thing is back.
they showed
out there?
3 of them, or just this one? I can't remember in this one.
Oh my God.
What?
Ronnie, it's standing up. Ronnie, can you hear me? Ronnie, can you hear me?
Ronnie, get out of there.
Ronnie!
Ronnie, run.
There's something moving over there.
Have you seen the nests made out of like the pine trees, pine branches and all that?
Brush? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, are you seeing movement or are you just hearing?
No. I see movement, but I'm not picking up a heat signature.
It's like that
Russ,
dark
come in.
thing in the middle there was moving, but no heat
Russell,
signature.
there is something moving in front of me. I mean, I can only describe it like a black silhouette walking past.
Maria, I'm going to ask that you separate yourself from the water and go further towards the tree line and get away from that water a little bit more.
Copy that.
All of our friends who think this is all bullshit, hey, that's great. But please just tell us what the hell you think this is then, these things.
Yeah, like sound off in the comments. Like if you don't believe in Squatch, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what's the other alternative?
Yeah.
Are you still
Because
getting
there's something out there and it's not human.
Russ, I'm
Like I
hearing
said,
something
first
to
of
my
all,
left. I heard it again, and
Stuff
it's
like
moving
this,
very quietly.
I tend to believe, you know.
Yeah, or if nothing else, at least it's asks you questions like, what? Okay, so I can't explain what this is, but there's something there. It's not human. It's not a bear. It's not some Chewbacca. Is he back down here from the,
from whatever star system he was from? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, tell me what it is then, because you see it, you can see it on the thermal, you can see it on the other things, and there's something there. And tell me what it is. I'm open. I'm not saying definitively it's anything one thing or another.
Well, I was just thinking while we were watching that is maybe because I think there's portals all over, right? And I think there's a lot in the forests, and maybe, just maybe, they have they can see more, I don't know, of the realms than we can, like with their vision.
Yeah, different.
So
they know where the dimensions are.
Yeah, exactly. So like they can see further into the dimension. So maybe they can see where the portal openings are, and they're just like doorways to them.
Right. Yeah, going in this door, out that door. Have you seen? Side note, because we're going to do another segment on this, but MH370. You know where I was going on this one.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen? Now I've got questions like, how the hell was there one of those predator drones or whatever they call them, the big ass drones in the not South China Sea, but somewhere in the Indian Ocean in the area where MH370 disappeared off radar? And the satellite image caught the plane. They synced up the imagery with this predator drone when the MH370 flew by. And it's all on thermal. And then you see those 3 little orbs spinning around the plane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
And then you watch it and it zooms in and it comes up into an area and all of a sudden disappears in a portal-like explosion. Yeah. But it just disappears and is completely gone like in an instant. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one, but I saw the one. I swear I saw the ones with the orbs circling the plane.
Well, that was in the same one right before it showed it doing that.
Might have been a different video.
Yeah, it could have been a different cropped version or something like that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, wait till you see that. That's gonna be like, okay, what the hell just happened right there? Yeah, so you're going to be going, what in the hell? All right, let's continue on.
Getting the impression that it's trying to stay hidden.
It's possible that whatever it is tracking you back further out of that area. And report back to me.
Roger that.
They've got to be intelligent enough to be able to track you without
I see movement.
Giving away their location a lot.
It looks like... Oh my God.
What?
Whatever that is, it is walking across the forest. It's huge. This is the biggest heat signature I've ever seen. It's huge. And now there's another one to the left. There's multiple creatures walking over there.
Using the high-powered thermal binoculars, Maria has spotted what appears to be multiple creatures moving just 100 yards away.
Look at all those. 3, 4, whatever.
Maria for Russ.
Maria, go ahead. This is Russ.
Russ, there are multiple huge heat signatures directly across from me.
Huge.
They're walking across the forest, and it almost looks like they're poking their heads around the tree, looking in my direction. I repeat, there are multiple huge heat signatures in front of me.
Maria, you're directly underneath of a canopy right now. I'm unable to see you from the sky.
They have a drone shot like that, and you can see one of these creatures running down the pathway in the forest in a heat signature.
4 of them.
At night?
At night.
Dude, that's crazy.
From the drone with the infrared camera on it.
I've got 2 in front of me now.
It is trippy.
Russ and Ronnie, you copy?
Copy. Go ahead.
Ronnie, Maria is in a situation that I'm not comfortable with. I need you to circle back around and get to her location.
Circle back.
Roger that. I'm on the move.
What was that? Is that Ronnie?
Sidearm.
Yeah. I can't imagine that they don't have some sort of
Hey,
protection.
Ronnie, is that you in front of me?
I'm still on the other side of the lake.
I've got it in my sights.
What the hell?
Look, whoa. It's moving.
Or is that the sound
tree
effect
is not going to move like
the
that.
show put on?
That is an animal.
Did the target move?
It is definitely not hiding behind a tree. It's moving a lot.
Does it look like it's on all fours or standing upright?
It's all vertical. And there's little white dots above this heat signature.
Is it armed?
And it's moving around everywhere.
That is so strange. There have been reports of people seeing a Bigfoot creature with small orbs flying around its head.
Oh, there's some orbs again.
Okay, what the
Interesting.
Whoa, shh. What was that? Did you hear that?
I'm hearing the whistling again. That just gave me the chills.
I'm looking for any shape, any animal, eye shine, anything. Nothing. It might be on the other side of that. Ronnie, I just turned my flashlight on to see if I could see what it was, and I don't see it with my flashlight.
Because it's
This heat signature is so big that it's coming through a huge shrub.
How big does
I
it
see
look?
the shadow.
Is it on?
Like it did in the river
It's
shot,
getting
which hopefully
smaller.
we'll see.
It's getting smaller, and the bottom part is looking more and more faint and transparent.
So it's literally changing shape before your eyes.
It's
Okay.
changing shape.
That's
Skinwalker.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's getting smaller and starting to disappear. Hold on. No. The bottom half is gone, and now it's just a small white circle.
Are you saying that the thing turned into an orb?
I repeat, whatever it was turned into a small white circle.
In other words, an orb.
Oh my god. It's gone.
Well, there's where we're talking about. It's like, what the hell is going on with these things? Is that a wolf or
Or was that their homie playing sounds? Or what is that?
are they? Yeah,
Are they howling at each other?
broadcasting the sound? Yeah. Can't remember on this. Russ is freaked out. Communication. Oh, they're going. Let's surround these people, these motherfuckers, and we'll.
Tell me you heard that.
Ronnie,
Heard what, Russ?
Ronnie, what was that?
I don't know. I've never heard anything like that. That was crystal clear.
There's no way that was a coyote.
That had more of a whistle, long-term whistle.
All of the animals that I know that are here, none of them sound like that.
Right.
So
That sounded freaking
I
close.
can't begin to explain what that was. I know all the animals that are here, and I could say without a question of a doubt that that sound didn't come from any known animal here.
You got to give them credit. This would freak me the hell out.
Dude, I'd have been out of there a
Hey,
long
Russ, are
time
you
ago.
making calls
Yeah.
again?
Like, oh, I'm gone. See ya.
That's not me.
What?
I haven't played anything since the last time I told you.
So they're responding.
There's sounds that are happening all around us. Sound like something moving down here. Let's really pay attention where it's coming from. Every hair on my arm is straight up right now. Something has moved through here. Oh my. Look at this.
This is pretty fun. It's a footprint.
Look at
that thing.
That is a
That's
footprint.
insane.
Russell Acord has just discovered what appears to be large human-like footprints.
Okay, so where are the other ones? Because it does have to walk. Where is there another footprint? Why do they only find one usually?
Yeah, where's the other footprint? Yeah, that's the weird thing. And why can't they?
Yeah, we see a big footprint. It's like, okay, he landed on one foot and jumped another 50 yards to the next footprint. The hell?
Whoa, look at this. Do you see that? Look at the size of that. That's a really big print. It's like the heel hit the ground and it rolled off onto these toes. That's insane. Oh, look. There's another big one.
I was going to say, you should see
There's
several.
a set. Zach, there's bigger tracks.
What I found on that sandbar are footprints 18 inches long. What else would make a footprint like that? I've not seen humans for days. It's out of place. Does not belong here in this space. This is like the gold standard of what you hope to find in your research. I would like to get Ronnie and Maria to scan this. That combined with the smaller prints in the mud down below, we have to bring them in.
I think it was her mama and baby.
Hey, Russell.
Maria.
Do you think it's a mom and baby?
I don't know. That's kind of like, that's what I'm thinking.
Juvenile of some sort. It's got to be something like that. If there's a bigger print, a smaller print, and that smaller print was pretty damn big.
Well, here's another thing too, is so I would think that if they're like, I think that they would reproduce, right? So you could have mama and baby.
Well, you would have to, yeah.
But my question is too, is there's no bones. So
right, where are the dead skeletons?
Yeah, because
as opposed to live skeletons, of course. Yes, I get what I just said, people.
Live,
you know what I mean.
Live skeletons are covered in flesh.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like that's one thing that I mean. I guess that the skeptics can lean on is where are the bones,
right?
Because these creatures, however many there are, and they're all over the world, right? There've been sightings all over the world.
Probably don't live forever.
Yeah, they can't live forever, and even if they were to live a couple hundred years, right?
Yeah.
Still, we would find bones that were a couple hundred years old.
Well, haven't we been spotting these for centuries?
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing that trips me out is where are the bones?
Right.
Or like, do they go back to their, through
the portal and then
through the portal, to the dimension or realm that they're actually from, and that's where they die.
Some very good questions. I would like to know the answers to that. Inquiring minds want to know. I'll tell you that.
Very much so. And it's very puzzling, and it's there's so many questions. There's so many unanswered questions about the foot that that make it so appealing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just subject to dive into.
It's enough in there that if you think you know everything about this, so that they are not real and this is all just a sham and you guys are so stupid and naive for believing this shit and all that crap. Really? Because I beg to differ with you, because I don't know what it is. If you know what it is and it's nothing to write home to mom about, that's great. Let me know. Let these guys know. Let everybody know.
Like, and the naysayers they still haven't debunked it completely. You know what I mean? And that's I think why there's still an open-ended question is what is foot? You know what I mean? And people try to say, well, people are mistaking it for bears, for elk, for this and that and whatever, but it has a totally different body shape than an elk or a deer.
Yeah. It walks
other than a
upright
bear,
like a human. A bear does not do that for more than a couple steps.
Exactly. And other than that, there's no creature that big that we know of that's residing in the woods and forests,
Right.
So it's got to be Squatch, or it's got to be a hoax, But for how many sightings there's been in such different places, the hoaxers can't go, show up in these many places this amount of times, and for a century, hoaxing people. You know what I mean?
Is there a hoax club Illuminati out there? Sasquatch Illuminati club that's been putting on the hoax for centuries. Going, you know what? We have the Illuminati. Like the Sasquatch hoax Illuminati.
It's the 200-year ruse, guys.
We've been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes for 300 years, 600 years. Everybody thinks it's Fred. We just got really good at the costumes now.
Yeah, the costumes are great.
Just like the CIA masks we talked about the other day. They're just getting better.
There's another thing too. Is I heard a theory about what if they are left over from the Nephilim, right? And since
explain that to people so they know, because I'm trying to remember as well. I'm not gonna lie.
So the Nephilim, they say, were the angelic beings, giants that inhabited the earth pre-human, and
mistaken for gods, and they're probably ancient aliens coming down. Okay.
And they were taken as gods, and then they procreated and
humans and created the demigods and all that.
Yes. Right. So there's a theory that and we can dive deep into that once on the show, and I want to get into them. Sure. There's a lot there, though. Yeah. But there was a theory that I heard of the Sasquatch being left over from them, almost kind of distant relatives.
Yeah.
But since the Nephilim were quote unquote angelic, and they had kind of angelic attributes, that those kind of attributes, like Bigfoot possesses those kind of attributes. So he can be seen when he wants to be seen. He can kind of dip in and out of our dimensions or our realities as we see it, and kind of do what he wants when he wants. You know what I mean?
So are you saying maybe he was like a DNA mistake, offshoot, redheaded stepchild type of thing?
But like a distant cousin, you know what I mean? Yeah. That never, I almost
is that something like that? Maybe.
Yeah, that never kind of developed into like a societal creature, like a human would, or something like that. Which that, thinking that way too still kind of backs my theory on, I don't know if they are like heady enough. You know what I mean? I don't know if they yes, simple communication does show intelligence, but they didn't build rockets yet, have they?
Right. They don't have houses. They don't have skyscrapers and shit like that. But so they're like a very intelligent animal, but they're still an animal to us, at least. Our perception.
It's still kind of like the apes,
right. But even smarter.
Yeah, very intelligent, but possess angelic attributes. You know what I mean?
They're like land dolphins with bear hair and shit. And they're really smart, but these guys are on land and they're hairy. Walk.
Oh my god. So let's check out
that, right? They're really intelligent, but they're not building houses and cars and shit. So
yeah, they're no Tesla brains in that.
Right.
I have something here that I need to bring you in on.
Real quick. We got a bunch more.
But a series of
already into this over 40 minutes. Almost 40 minutes.
Okay, we're pretty far downriver though. Send us your coordinates and we'll be there first thing tomorrow morning.
Roger that.
That is a big ass difference.
Hey, Russ.
Hey. What do you got?
What I want to show you is just up above me here.
Okay.
What I found up here is amazing. And we have a significant find that I need you guys to have a look at. Here's where it gets really strange. Tell me what you see in front of me.
Oh my God.
These are fresh from last night.
Whoa.
If you look in the water behind
That
it,
looks
there
like a
looks like
human
an
foot,
impression
but I
in the
know
water
it's
back
probably
here.
not.
This thing literally appears to have come out of the water and onto this bank. These toes are crystal clear.
Oh my God.
Look at where we are right now. What are the odds of somebody walking through here with bare feet?
Right.
And look just above it. Right here was the showstopper. Now look how big this thing is. It's a little hard to make out, but the details are there.
Holy crap.
Thank God for
Look
the
how
yellow
long that
outline
thing is.
that they can see right there.
And these are going.
It appears to be going straight towards the water.
That's a big
Makes it a
stride.
lot easier to see.
This entire expedition, we always felt like we were a few steps behind. Looking at these prints just proves to all of us that we are on the right path, and we are in a hot spot that we've been looking for
Old
all along.
railroad bridge, mining
let's
railroad.
measure.
Yeah, we'll measure.
Nearly 16.
16 inches.
Wow.
Crazy. That's pretty cool. Now, wait till I show you
That's
the
super
next
cool.
one here. So there's that show. And if you haven't watched that show, you should watch it if you're even interested and you just kind of want to look at it. It's like, I kind of don't believe. After you watch this for a while, I swear to God, if you're not going, oh my God, what the hell is this? Seriously.
Yeah.
So there's another one that's even got a crazier title to it. And, it really makes you, it really makes you wonder what's going on as well, because this is interesting. It's from a show called kind of a corny little title, but we watched season 1 and we're waiting for season 2 to come out. We're hoping it does. It would be great. This is just one thing. This really kind of goes back into that whole cloaking thing that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And when we saw this, we're just like, what the hell was that?
Holy dog shit.
I mean, seems to be the theme. What the hell is going on? What the hell's out there? Oh, I put it down on our little crawler. So check this out. This is gonna get you. You're gonna go like, oh, what the hell was that? That's right. That's what you're gonna say. So these guys are out there. They've been out there for I can't remember the period of time, a couple months at least or so, and they're up trying to get this town of Portsmouth, I believe it is, in Alaska. And the town was thriving. It was a big fishing village and all that stuff. And then after a while, people started to die. They go up in the forest, and all of a sudden they'd go missing, and they're ripped apart and all this shit by some creature. And so they want to kind of regain their town. These are the ancestors of the people who founded the town back in early mid 1900s, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to figure out what's going on, what's scaring people out, and all this stuff. So anyway, they do all these different things, all this weird shit, rocks being thrown at their cabin, their tents, and things like that. Similar stories of what happens. So they decide to go out there with this laser grid, just to say, you know what, we're not seeing anything, but we know something's here, because they seem to see this a lot. So they get on here and they start putting this grid up, and they're going to talk about this, and this is just a couple minutes long, but check this out. I'll turn on the sound here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a mapping grid. It shoots a constant grid out in the tree line. So if there's any movement or anything that moves across it, like a Bigfoot, it'll bend that grid.
Bigfoot. You brought us out here to search for Bigfoot? What? And we're going fishing.
Is that what we're out here for?
Will definitely give us an advantage out here, especially with all this fog coming in as thick as it is.
And it's so dark. We always think we see something, but it just a little glimpse, it disappears. This way, even if it's invisible, we even have a chance of seeing it.
We'll see if we can see Bigfoot run across this thing.
Well, I need to set this up somewhere where it's gonna be still.
Okay. Yeah. Find a flat, even area where we could get a wide spread towards the trees.
All right. We'll be back here, tucked out away from it. Wait and see if anything happens. All right. I'll be right back.
So this begs the question: can
I'm really hoping that works.
See these red lights that they've got on their heads and the grid, or
that's kind of what I was gonna say. You really think Squatch is gonna like? Oh, there's some red and yellow lights over there.
A spectrum they can't see. Yeah.
All right, we're set up, guys.
Like we have a limited spectrum of what we can see, but I'm just curious to see if
we'll see what happens.
Expanded or the same or.
All right.
Less.
Just kick back and wait.
Yeah. Let's see what comes.
All right.
Got their lights shining.
It's pretty funny, but yeah. Until maybe you see something, maybe you don't. I don't know.
So what do you guys think, man?
It's pretty hard to see with all this fog, guys.
It really is.
Yeah.
Just what Sasquatch is
doing. Are you guys
doing.
able to pick up the beams on the cameras?
A little bit.
Oh,
what was that?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Are you guys able to pick up the beams on the cameras?
Check that out one more time.
A little bit.
Whoa! Did you see that?
What was that?
Yes, yeah. Something waved through it.
There was something that went through that, man.
There was something.
That was a little trippy.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. And that's kind of really the first time in that particular show that you saw anything that showed you physical evidence other than rocks being thrown at you or howling noises or things like that. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm just.
That was pretty neat. That's a pretty neat little device. I think that more Squatch hunters should employ that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Okay, so this one here is kind of interesting. We'll go through a few of these real quick because these are kind of interesting. And, I won't read it on the screen. I'm assuming that people can read for themselves. I know. Go figure. But I think you can. So let's check this out here. This is a couple minutes, 3 minutes long. I might fast forward this here in a second a little bit too. Human to the trail camera.
Extraordinary.
Some of the remains were human. Oh yeah. What is that? What is that tree doing? Can you see the tree?
Dude, that looks like freaking Predator. I
know, right?
Holy crap.
I think what that is just something is taking that tree and either trying to break. Oh, you can see the gray
you see,
dude.
Starts to walk in. Yeah, the gray.
Yeah, you see the gray dude now.
Yeah, he jumps in the. Maybe he's trying to get the needles off of it or something.
Yeah,
shaking the shit out of them.
Needles are delicious. I don't know if you ever had any. They're nutritious, lots of vitamins. Yeah, a little rough on the mouth, the top of the mouth, but
Hey, you boil them down, man.
Yeah.
But he's Squatch, She's herbivore. Yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Or do you pronounce a hard H herbivore? Or is it herbivore? I don't know.
Ask Trump.
Potato. Potato, right? It's a herbivore. Wait, that's Bush.
It's the best herbivore that I've ever seen.
Yeah. What is this big gray creature? And you can't. Is he looking at the camera? Or is he looking away?
No, I think
It looks like he's looking away from the camera.
Where do his shoulders start? I don't know. That's almost apish.
I know,
but
it's
I
weird.
mean, there's no wild apes in the forest.
Right? I know.
I mean, at least not here, not in the U.S. I don't know where this is.
I don't know where this is filmed either.
Filmed at, but
he's right there in the middle, walking around. You can see him moving. I'm just fast forward because it goes on. Then he kind of walks away, and then a big old tree branch is thrown at your ass.
That's dope.
It's like, what in the hell? There's really nothing else on that one. But it's like, whoa, what the?
That's insane.
It's insane, dude. I'm telling you. Oh, my God.
Crazy.
All right. So then this guy was on a bow hunting trip. Now I got a couple of ones that'll freak you out, too. You're just be like, what in the hell is going on here? Okay. So this eerie upright beast visits hunters' camp at night.
Eerie.
This is why I like to go hunting. Not really. Anyway, let's check this out. Bow hunting on trip. I'll let you read that as we go. Eastern Banff,
Alberta, Canada. Huh?
This one's not too long. It's only a minute and a half. Assuming a bear might be sniffing around. Of course. It's always a bear. Let's blame it on the bear. They left it set up through the night. I can't remember if this one has sound or not, but sound is on, so something flashed with their night vision or whatever. There's like, what the hell? I can't remember if this really shows anything, but I think, oh, there are the eyes. You see the eyes up in the corner here, right in there.
I think they're calling him a beast. Forest beast.
Is this part of his shadow or his body right down here too? See that?
Oh yeah.
Is he coming in to frame more? Check that out again. Look at this in this area in here. There's a dark presence coming in over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can kind of see in front of the little sapling there.
Yeah. Why does the video always cut off right before he's revealed?
Right.
Right. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, and that's another point of the naysayers. It's like, why is there no full video evidence? Why is there no interaction evidence?
Right.
If you're that close, it's like once you step out and shake hands or something,
Oh yeah. I mean, it's what do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, are they gonna be like nice like Chewbacca, or are they just gonna tear your arm off and start beating you with it?
Oh man, have you heard the story of the kid that got lost in the forest?
I've heard
and
million stories of kids get lost.
He lost track of time. He lost track of time or something. And there was a search party looking for him, like 1,500, 1,600 people. No shit. And he goes out and he kind of falls asleep in this one spot, hears something or whatever, and then walks all the. And they're asking, how the hell did you walk 30 miles or some shit like that in the dark?
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, okay, did you have to run that whole time? Were you scared to death or something? Or did something take you and place you, whatever it was, 30 miles away?
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks out of the forest, kind of freaked out a little bit or whatever. But he was unharmed. It was interesting.
Yeah. I heard about that one is not as a Squatch story, but as like an alien abduction story.
Yeah, which could very well be as well. So here's Independence Day saying this thing's 17 minutes long. I'm not going to play that much because we don't have
Independence Day sighting. This footage was apparently filmed
this
on
is interesting at the
Independence
beginning
Day.
here.
It shows a Bigfoot walking into frame, looking at the camera, and then picking up a baby before running off into the distance.
you gotta send me this. You gotta send me this video, dude.
Okay, I will. There's the baby.
It's got the baby. He's got the baby. It's baby Squatch.
The Bigfoot seems to be nervously looking at the person holding the camera, therefore saving its baby and running away.
Yeah.
Movement can also be seen from the baby as it hugs and pushes away from the adult. Some people have pointed out that they could see facial movement from the adult Bigfoot as well. Others say that CGI has been used in the video, but this is one of the few videos deemed real by the people who have made in-depth analysis videos on the footage.
Their outfits are getting better and better. It looks very realistic.
Number 14, Bigfoot GoPro sighting by dog. In this video,
I watched through a few more of these, and it just goes on and on. You don't really ever see anything. It takes forever. It's like, okay, I'm done. But if that wasn't a mama bear Sasquatch, and her little baby bear Goldilocks little baby Sasquatch, what the hell was that? Was it a person? Was it the Illuminati hoax, Sasquatch hoax people, or what?
Well, you know what's kind of funny too is the mainstream media they won't run these stories. You know,
no, they won't.
I saw one earlier today while I was doing a little research about and it was a news station here. They covered I think it was a guy who claimed he saw it, and he had a little bit of footage that they played, but it wasn't super substantial, but they covered it, and that's the first time that I've seen like an actual news station cover
have the cojones to actually cover it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple on the internet or something like that, but not here, where we live, and I thought that was pretty cool. But that's another question, is why doesn't mainstream pick it up? Because are they afraid that people are just going to like go to the woods and draws looking for these creatures and get hurt or get abducted or get their arms off or what?
Or like people when they pilots, you'll never hear them say very many. Now they're becoming more and more prevalent where they're going to do this, but they could lose their jobs. Oh, you didn't see anything, or you're crazy. We're going to have to put you on a 5150 or something like that, and you're going to lose your job or whatever. So nobody says anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think more and more as this stuff starts coming out more that people and pilots and law enforcement people who see these things on a constant basis are saying, hey, I saw something weird. And people are going, oh, really? What did you see? And they're not like discounting them like, oh, you're a crazy person.
Right.
You're an Illuminati person, aren't you? Or whatever. And I think more and more are coming around. Now, I've got a good buddy of mine who's a Delta pilot. He actually trains a lot of people. So he's been around. He's an old fart. Nah, he's about my age. Anyway, so we're talking one day, and I said, hey, would you ever tell me if you actually ever saw something like a UFO as you're flying somewhere? And he kind of just laughed like, oh, you silly man. And just wouldn't say anything. I'm like, you son of a bee.
He's like, I've got a 30-year gag order, man. I'll talk to me in like 20
years. And I'm like, okay, all right. So you have. Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Almost the hesitance in not telling you.
Right. Tells me.
The hesitance in telling you actually tells you that he has. You know what I mean? That's the
thing. So he could tell me without ever telling me. So he could never no, I never said a word. That was his interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that it would ever come out, but you know what I mean. It's just kind of funny. So I just had to laugh. I'm like, so you're not gonna tell me, huh? Okay, you have. Okay, perfect. Yeah,
got it.
I got you right there. All right. So speaking of stuff coming out more, like you're saying, it's this one's called the U.S. government just released terrifying Bigfoot photos.
Oh, the government.
Now, really? I don't know about you, but photos are terrifying in general. And then when there's a topic of like something like a Bigfoot or something like that, they're even more horrifying.
Even more terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, and terrifying. So, like I said, it comes out, but at least the government's starting to release this stuff. Makes you wonder why. Why, Rude? Why are they releasing these? What are they? What are they dripping out to us, and why?
Are they part of those classified files that have been declassified, and they're just kind of slowly leaking it out now? I don't know.
So, what kind of misinformation are they going to try to, or sorry, disinformation, misinformation unknown. Disinformation is known information you're purposely putting out there. So, what are they doing? Why are they doing that?
Yeah, well, if it's the government, I'm sorry.
I don't believe shit.
Yeah. And the thing is just like they're known, it's their MO for creating a smoke show over here while they're doing something over here.
Right.
So really you got to be checking all the news and making sure that you're keeping up to date on everything, because this looks like a smoke show if it's coming from the government. I'm sorry.
Don't listen to the man behind the curtain. Look the other way. I am the mighty and powerful Oz, and then it just goes off. You're just like, oh my God, dude, I don't believe a damn thing you're saying to me right now. So makes you wonder why. I mean, it's so good that the government's finally releasing stuff, but why now?
Yeah, why now?
It's interesting. So let's see what these guys are talking about. And Virginia man is claiming he spotted
Bigfoot, and he has the video to prove it.
Finally, somebody. We're going to let you be the judge.
Finally.
Seriously, look how big it is. I don't think it is a human. I think it's a Sasquatch.
The legend of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, has intrigued generations with its tales of
Bigfoot's
a large,
also known as
hairy,
Sasquatch?
bipedal humanoid inhabiting remote forests, especially in the Pacific Northwest.
Trippy.
Recently, public fascination intensified when the U.S. government released a series of photos allegedly capturing the creature in unprecedented clarity.
It's been said that Bigfoot exhibits nocturnal behavior, perhaps to hunt or to avoid it.
What's that?
The Patterson gimbal has been a staple in the Bigfoot lore forever.
Oh, that's like Big Daddy Bitcoin for crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the original, the OG right there. So yeah. Yeah, kind of fun.
Protection. But the cloak of darkness couldn't hide the creature in the stunning footage you're about to see.
These images have stirred both curiosity and apprehension, marking a potential breakthrough in substantiating Bigfoot's existence. The U.S. government just released terrifying Bigfoot photos. Join us as we explore some of these photographs and contemplate their impact on the field of cryptozoology. In 2007, the debate over Bigfoot's existence was reignited by a series of photographs taken by Rick Jacobs in the Allegheny National Forest, Pennsylvania. These images, captured by a motion-triggered camera set up to document local wildlife,
which apparently
became a
Bigfoot know
focal
where
point
they all
for
are.
both believers and skeptics of the legendary
Stay away
creature
from
known
the
as
trail
Bigfoot.
cows.
Rick Jacobs, an avid outdoorsman, had installed his camera in hopes of capturing images of deer and other wildlife.
Look at the deer he did
Instead,
capture.
what he captured were several photos of a mysterious, hairy figure. The creature appeared to be crouched down, foraging on the forest floor. The photos quickly garnered widespread attention, with many claiming they provided some of the most compelling evidence of Bigfoot's existence. The images depict a creature with long, dark fur, an elongated body, and limbs that appear more human-like than those of known animals in the region. The posture and proportions of the figure sparked a heated debate among experts and enthusiasts. Some argued that the creature in the photos was indeed a Sasquatch, citing the unique characteristics and the location's history of Bigfoot sightings. Others, however, were more skeptical, suggesting that the figure could be a bear with a severe case of mange, which can cause animals to lose fur and look drastically different from their typical appearance. The Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society and other cryptozoology groups took a keen interest in the photos, conducting their own investigations. They noted that the figure in Jacob's photos did not match the typical profile of local wildlife, lending credence to the Bigfoot theory. Skeptics, however, maintained that the blurry
look
and
at me.
ambiguous
My
nature
butt's
of
in the air right there for you.
made it difficult to draw definitive conclusions.
Right.
Despite the controversy, Jacob's photos have remained a significant piece of evidence in the Bigfoot debate. They have been analyzed by various experts, discussed in documentaries, and featured in numerous media reports. The mystery surrounding the creature in these images continues to fuel the fascination with Bigfoot and the possibility that such a creature could exist in the remote forests of North America. But was this the end of the Bigfoot debate? Not quite. Reddit user Bigfoot Watcher's backyard sighting.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting, don't you think, as well?
I don't know if it was terrifying, but yeah, it's definitely, it's just
I'm scared. I'm
add fuel to the fire, you know.
I was a little scared, a little terrified myself there. I'm not gonna lie.
I was terrified of that twerking one, man. That's crazy.
I was terrified of the one that was bent over, going, "Hey, look at me! Oh, hey, I know your trail cam is right there, so I'm gonna start messing with you."
From the camera, that's weird.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. All right, so this one, I think it shows. I'm gonna zip forward before we go into this too much. See where? Okay, there's some more footage. Is that the same one of the mama bear with her little baby bear Sasquatch? Yep, that was the same one. We've seen that because this says this is the best Sasquatch footage ever on YouTube. So I had to, of course, download it, yeah, or at least bring it up in the tab. Yeah, I just find it interesting that this is actually kind of a cool clip we'll get into right here. That there's so many that are seen, and most of the camera work less than stellar. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Less than stellar, blurry. Grainy, shitty, really.
Winning Best Picture awards, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, my laptop camera is pretty good. My cell phone camera is pretty good. I don't know why since 2007 or 2010,
no one
better footage.
Yeah, people are recording this shit on VHS. Like, I don't understand it.
And they're hopped up on something because the camera's always like shaking in their hands. Like, oh my God, it's a Sasquatch. And blah. Like,
and I get being nervous and everything, but like it's ridiculously, shaky or grainy, or
it annoys people like us because I want to see a clear shot going, holy crap, what the hell is out there? Oh, it's just like it says on our crawler there.
You start walking toward it and then it turns and you get a full front body shot. Face, hair, squatch dick, you know what I mean? Everything, you know what I mean?
It looks at you and goes, "You looking at me? You looking at me?"
And then turns around,
I don't see anybody else. You must be looking at me. Got to be something. I mean, that's what I want to see. I want to see a Sasquatch go, "You looking at me?"
Right?
Yeah, I want to see that. I think that'd be awesome.
Starts whooping.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'd do whoop too and start taking off.
Oh yeah. Oh, whoop your ass, boy. All right, so this is interesting. This just kind of shows. I just kind of scrolled ahead to see a little segment because this was another 30-minute video, and we're not going to play that. But this is really interesting. I think that if nothing else, we're questioning what the hell these things are. Gotcha. So yeah. Let's see a little bit more and see what we got here.
Yeah. No, it stopped and looking at us.
It's kind of looking at us.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. Yeah.
It's to the right of him. It's walking that way.
It's walking down
See
the
that king's apple?
He's that kind of little skinny thing.
That little thing. Yeah. On the right side of the tree.
Kind of small, but this is a far way away.
I'm sure it's not some dude just
on the ridge.
On the ridge. Right on the ridge.
Almost to those trees.
Let's not shoot the camera at it.
See the patch of snow in the middle there? There's 3 patches of snow up there. See the one right up, straight up above.
The legs look really skinny.
Better
calves and quads from walking in the mountains.
Yeah. He's walking up right on the ledge. See, he's just there. Did you see him moving?
Interesting.
He's almost to the tree there. Those 2 trees. The 3 of it might be 2 trees.
He's in the trees.
The 3 trees. You see the 3 trees there, don't you? Yeah. Right up the very ridge. But wait a second, he should.
If
think
something
like that, right? He
by
should
now.
come out in between them or past them.
Oh, there he is, right between them,
See him
just
right
like he
between the 2 trees
predicted.
right now?
Predicted.
Yeah, he's walking down. He's between the 2 trees right now. Got it.
These guys are so ho-hum about it. It's like,
He must
oh, look, he looks like he's skipping and throwing his arms around. Yay, look at me,
He's
I'm
shaking his
Sasquatch.
fist at us.
Yeah.
It's right in between the two trees
Look at him.
right now.
He's
Oh, he's
screaming
dancing.
at us something.
What is he doing?
Get out of my camp. Get out of my camp.
He's probably saying, "Hey, there's 15 Bigfoots down there."
He's coming. Is he coming
These guys are
down?
laughing
Jumping
until this
up
son of
and
a
down.
bitch comes running down the hill at them.
He's
Like,
going
I'm
back
gonna
and forth. He is furious.
Oh shit!
He knows we're in our in his.
Acting kind of strange.
Now he's almost in the tree.
Where's John?
I predict he comes out the other side of that tree.
I don't know.
Oh, you're welcome.
Nailed it.
That is
Nailed it.
It does not look like a
Doesn't
person.
look like a person.
Its arms are way too big. Look at how long the hands hang down to the.
How can you see from? They're down to his knees at least, aren't they?
Look at. Look what I'm looking
I
at.
mean, the camera work is stellar.
Yeah, this guy.
The quality is beautiful.
Now,
That
when the guy
Sasquatch
comes
is
walking down and says, "Hi," you're gonna erase all of
Yeah,
that.
but he's zoomed in so much. The digital zoom takes away any of clarity of the
It's
image.
not very.
Probably about an hour.
Gets darker at 9.
Okay, we better have our.
Does it look like he's trying to hide from them?
Hold on. I need to.
Yeah,
His arms obviously hang below his knees.
I mean, interesting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Native
is-
American. I don't know.
Yeah, it is crazy just to see it. And everybody's just like, "Oh, look at him! He's just, like I said, until he starts coming after your ass." Down the
Yeah,
mountain.
everyone's all calm. Oh,
Right.
just another squatch walking down the ridge.
Oh yeah, it's just freaking hilarious, and I was like, "Oh my hell!" Okay, so I'm trying to check out this now. This is interesting. Let me know what you think this one is, because as far as I can tell, this looks like a mountain lion gorilla. But what do I know?
Gorilla. Where is it? I was just gonna look that up. Where do gorillas live? Like China? Is it
Africa?
Africa?
There's a lot. Jane Goodall. Remember, she lived with the gorillas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
She was in the African continent. I think all over. I don't know. It's actually a good question. Do they live other places than Africa? Are they in, inland China, inland Asia? Pretty sure. Well, I can't be sure because we're going to do a thing on Antarctica, by the way. Just so you know.
Of gorillas, mostly in Eastern Africa and Central Africa. Looks like.
So all these hundreds of thousands or millions of years that they've existed, they've never migrated out of Eastern and Southeastern Central Africa, huh?
Yeah, no, they just
don't want to travel the world at all.
Don't feel like swimming.
Interesting.
And they can't catch a boat unless they catch them for zoos and stuff, which I'm not. I don't know, man. The more and more, the older I get, the more and more I don't know about zoos.
I know. It's like, oh, we get to see them, but then you're like, oh, that's kind of cruel.
Yeah, they're like in jail, like in animal jail, animal prison.
And then some are, I guess, that if they weren't in zoos, they probably would have gone extinct, maybe too.
Well, that's kind of the sad thing, because if you have some born in captivity, they're not going to know how to live in the wild. So then they go release them like dumbasses, and then they get wasted because their first month out because they don't know how to live in the
exactly.
natural habitat.
Exactly. All right, here's another one. Let's check this. This is interesting. This is not too terribly long. Sasquatch or mountain gorilla?
That looks like a mountain gorilla to me.
No, right?
Ears? I don't know. I've
Yeah.
got a close up of squatch ears before.
Looks like a giant chimpanzee right there.
Yeah, the way its legs are.
Yeah. Turn that sound down. There's no reason. Now that one's interesting.
I don't know. Still, like the facial features still kind of look gorilla or monkey.
Yeah.
That looks like a baboon. There's a lot of hair. Now that's terrifying.
Now that would be. Yeah, look at that.
Out the window.
Doesn't
That's
he look
terrifying.
like the Yeti on the Matterhorn in Disneyland, except with dark fur?
Yeah, we'll tell you, except dark fur. Yeah.
It was like the swamp monkey, or anyway, something they called it. Can't remember. But that looks like a gorilla. That'd be a little terrifying if I saw that in the jungles or in the forests. I mean,
skunk ape.
The skunk ape. That was the one. Yes. Now, how did you get that close? Is that a trail cam?
Yeah, that's super close.
I mean, this is just. Oh, they do walk in water. Not on, in. Interesting.
It still kind of looks apish. I don't know.
I know. But those arms are long, and those guys are talking about that. See, now that looks like a freaking gorilla, but upright.
Yeah. Well, and gorillas have long arms, you know.
Just like those guys who were not afraid of the one walking down the ridge there. Oh, look at how long his arm, hanging down to his knees.
But still, that one walking on the trail never like knuckled down like a gorilla would, you know.
Right. Just kept walking like a hiker. And that black bear trying to get in that trash can full of food.
Yeah.
Yogi Bear right there. Oh, maybe not.
That's very squatchy.
Yeah, that's a big boy right there. What was he?
Yeah.
Offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Something like that. Now that looked like he slipped and the camera just caught him as he was catching himself from falling.
Breakdancing.
Yeah.
The other side looks like a wolf.
Yeah. Or coyote. Okay. So the one on the left certainly looks like a Sasquatch to me. Or the Illuminati. Sasquatch hoaxers.
That's the Patterson gimbal one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Very Squatch-like. That one's tough to debunk.
Yeah. That one is tough to debunk. It's like they didn't have the special effects costuming back in the day when that was taken that they do now. Thank you, DARPA and CIA. There it is again.
Yeah.
Just about done with this one. I think I got one last one to check out here, and then we'll call this a wrap. But you know, it is quite interesting. We do have quite a few segments on here where you're just actually that was the last one because we already watched this one. This is one in Payson, Utah, in the forest, walking up there. But
cue up the whooping one real quick that I sent you.
Oh, let's see. Where did you send that to me? In the chat here? Nope, not that one. Where did you send it?
The Root Barn email.
Gotcha. See if I can pull that one up. Yeah, because it's it's kind of interesting. I mean, this, if nothing else, this should be making you question what in the world is going on. Let's see here. Trying to look for that one. Yeah, I mean, because before I was just like, Bigfoot, whatever, you know, all that stuff. But the more and more I see a lot of this stuff, I just go, wait a minute, this is interesting. What's going on with this stuff? And you know, it kind of makes you wonder. It's like, okay, well, maybe there is a lot of weird shit going on that we don't know about, and we should be kind of checking.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the one you call Bigfoot Talking. I'm going to cue that up real quick for us so we can check this out, because this I haven't seen or heard, so this should be interesting to see what's going on here. we'll wrap this segment up. This has been kind of fun. Hopefully it's been interesting. We haven't been too boring for an hour and 20 minutes that we've been on the air so far, but here we go. What is that noise? Hopefully this is coming through okay on the audio for everybody.
I can hear it. See all the other weird sounds it's making?
Yeah.
That's the weird thing to me.
Okay, well, that was the dude yelling out.
Yeah.
It's like a full language that you have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
What is that? This was taken back in 1971.
Yeah, so I think they put it over a video, a more current video, but the audio was taken in the 70s. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Okay, gotcha. That's him rubbing it down the microphone. So
yeah, those are the famous.
Not in that way, rude. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I wasn't there. That's him answering back. Hello. I mean, this is definitely some sort of communication language that is more complex than we ever thought. It's more than just whistles and whoops and howls.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes on. It's similar stuff throughout, but that's a little trippy. You know, all the different noises and everything. That I'm glad you found that.
Well, and what they were saying too, that it was. Excuse me, I got allergies like crazy.
Bless you, my son.
It was analyzed, and all of those noises, you know, obviously,
except for what he was doing,
what he was doing, couldn't have been made with human vocal cords.
Just because of the pitch and the resonance and the whatever else levels or whatever it could possibly be, huh?
Yeah, and that's and that was kind of
frequencies.
A cool thing. They didn't analyze it on this video, but I've seen that audio has been analyzed on other videos and stuff like that. But and that's kind of crazy because you look at it and it filmed, or the audio was picked up in the United States. I can't remember where. I think it was Pacific Northwest, probably. But yeah, I think it was by a couple hunters, and and they picked it up, and it was something like that. And
interesting, yeah.
And the cool thing is, it's been analyzed a lot, and there's a lot going on there. It's pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's one of those things, like you're saying, where it's like you can try to imitate the and you'll listen to the actual one, and what you're at is like in here, and their range is like this range or something huge, and
exactly,
even though it sounds similar, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, when you go to the foundation, it's pretty crazy.
Wow, that's pretty cool
though.
Pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you found that one. That was very cool. Well, we appreciate it. If you like what you've seen, or we'd love to do more of these because it's just a lot of fun. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that to kind of get this out there. We're going to have several more of these coming up here shortly. We've got an interview with a good friend of mine who is tied in with the intel community, counter intel, things like that. He's got a lot of contacts in the CIA, things like that. We're going to start talking about a few things that are going to be fascinating. You want to pay attention and share this out to everybody and let them know what's going on. We're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, sound off in the comments too. Tell us what you think about the Squatch. Tell us your theories or your debunk theories, and let us know. Let's get in the conversation. We'd love it. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. And then check out the Rude Barn store on Etsy. It's etsy.com/shop/the Rude Barn. And we've got several different items, lots of different shirts. We got some political stuff, some fun stuff, some goofy stuff, some really cool stuff for women, stuff for men. It's a lot of fun. Anything that we sell in here goes right back in our podcast, so we can continue to bring you some fun content and enjoy a lot of patriotic stuff in there, because we're kind of patriots. We kind of like this country, no matter who's running it. And so we just try to get out there and have some fun with everything. So, but question everything. That's our big push that we try to say to everybody is like, please just question everybody and everything that's going on. And don't believe just because you hear it on the news or hear it from a government person, you should be going, whoa. I don't believe a damn thing you're saying. You got to prove it to me, or you got to show me something. And we don't do enough of that when it comes to things like the COVID jab or whatever. We just blindly took it. I didn't, but I mean, I don't know if you did. You may have, but
no, I'm a pure blood, bro.
Yeah, me too, and proud of it. And I'll say, I haven't ever really been sick since that whole thing.
Me either.
I haven't lost a day of work, and I can't even tell you how many years, because I try to keep my immune system going.
Yes, sir.
But so many people just blindly listen to this is the one and only way you can get cured and keep from dying is taking our one and only jab, and on and on and on. And everybody, nobody questioned it. They just do, okay, do. So
do your
UFOs, is that those ours or those from another world or whatever? We got to start questioning. Why is the government pushing this information out right now? Why? Question it.
Well, we're in the day and age too, is where we can't walk around with blinders on. So we urge you to do the same. Take the blinders off. Do your research. Question. Talk to people. Get a different point of view, and and then form your own theories in your own way. That's what we practice. That's what we preach. And again, thanks everybody for checking it out.
Yeah, do everybody, and it's good to have a differing opinions, and we're all good friends at the end of the day, even though we may disagree on things. And let's not hate each other because we have different political opinions about different people and of different beliefs on other things. Let's just have a conversation, try to get it worked out. That's what we're here for. Try to present other sides that you don't see, and give our opinions and try to have fun and entertain you at the same time. So thanks again for joining us. We are the Rude Barn, Rude and me, the Barn, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a good one. See ya.
Thanks for watching.
All right, see ya.